Right, I think we're on the home straight now. I think I said that in the last video, but surely this must be it. Okay, we've done all our sketches. We've saved all our parts. We're now going to punch this out and send it across to Illustrator, which is what we're going to use to do our laser cutting. So let me show you that process of how we go about doing that. So I'm going to open up a part here. We're going to do the first part because it's nice and small and simple. So open it up, expand your sketches folder, and you'll see there sketch 1. That is the sketch that we did. I want you to right click on that with your mouse, go down to Save DXF, create a folder, so not this top part, name it, call it something. So I'm just going to call it as test because I've actually exported these already. So I'm just going to go test. So here I've created, that's where we've got it saved in Fusion. Down here you can see a little tick box that says save to my computer. And on here I've got it on my desktop, and I've created a box called hinge box. So you just click on the little button there, create a folder, and then you're going to save your DXF into that space. So I'm going to hit that and then go save. That's it. That's the process. That's all you got to do. So open each part, and then so part number 2, open up a part, find the sketches, and go save as DXF. Now, ideally, you should only have one sketch for every part that you've done. You've only done one sketch. Even the really complex one that we did at the end of it, we only had, I'll quickly open it. This one here with all the sketching in there, we only ever had one sketch. If you've got multiple sketches on there, that means that you've got parts of your drawing across multiple, think of it like sheets of paper, and you've got different parts of your sketch over different pieces of paper. It's not going to work. They all need to be on the singular sketch plane. But yes, just right click, save as DXF. That's all you got to do and exporting it. Okay, so once we've exported it, I'm just going to quickly close all this because we're finished with Fusion at the moment. We're going to open up Illustrator, and just to show you what I do to create that, I'm going to quickly, I'll create a new page, and then we'll jump back to the one that I already started. So our page size, I normally go with what fits in our laser cutter. We do go bigger than this, but this is some stock size that we normally use, which is 600 millimeters by 300 millimeters. So I'm going to choose that, and over here in the color mode, I want that as an RGB color. So I want that color space. Once you've got that, click on create, and it brings up a blank piece of paper. Think of it as paper. That is 600 by 300 in that RGB space. Once you've done that, you go to File, Place, navigate to where your parts are, and then click on this little box down here that says Show Import Options. Click on Place, and it will pop up, and you want to make sure that the scale says 100%, and the scale is for every unit is 1 millimeter. Click on OK, and then move around and place your object on the page. Repeat that process until you have all the objects on your page. Now this one here, I have most of those objects there, except for our main one, so let's place that on there, which was part number 8 for me. And again, make sure that that's all there. Now I'm going to pop this up the top here, and it should fit in that space. Now, if you notice something on this particular picture, you'll notice that they've got these funny lines that are going through the middle here, and those ones at the end. So you may remember when we were doing the sketching, we'd use construction lines as part of that sketch process. Well, those construction lines have come through into your Illustrator file. So we need to delete those. Now, if you click on, you select your file there, you can see everything is selected. So then you're going to go right click on that, ungroup that, and that'll make it into singular lines. So be careful you don't move anything now. But select those construction lines if you've got them, and just delete them out. If you hold down your space bar, it'll turn into a hand. You can grab it and move your project along. Grab that one there and delete that, and that one there and delete that. So you're back to this point. And then what we're going to do is we're going to zoom back out again, and left click with your mouse and select all of that top one, and then regroup it all together again. So it's all together. Okay, once you've got all your parts together, we're going to select everything, and we're going to change that to RGB red. So I'm going to click on this where the square is around the stroke. Click on the little paint palette there, the color mixer. It may be black and white like mine is there. If it is, click on the 3 color bars, which will bring this up, and just slide the red channel across that says 255. Leave the blue and the green channels as 0. Now, we need this to be 0.01 of a millimeter in terms of the thickness of the lines. So over next to the stroke, you've got a little box in there. Delete all that out and write 0.01 mm. Make sure we don't get anything else. Press enter, and that should be, if you click off it, you see nice faint red lines everywhere. That is what we're after. From that point, we just go File, Save as an Illustrator file onto your computer. That's what I've called it there. Hinge box, hit save, and job is done. So I'm just going to write hinge box just so you can see the process version 2. Hit save, and go OK. That's it. That's the file that you need to then put on a USB and take to the laser cutter, and that's a whole nother process. So that is it. All the design work's done. It's ready to cut on the laser cutter, and it's good to go. So hopefully you can follow all that process, and we'll go from there. Oh, one thing that I've just noticed. If you want your name etched on it, you can see that I've got this one here. So I'm going to, at the moment, anything that's red, it'll cut out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ungroup this. I'm going to delete that line and then select my name, and I want to change that back into black, and I want to change the stroke to be like 1 millimeter. Okay, once you've got that, reselect those 2 things again. Let's see if we can get it without getting everything. I think we got it all. Yeah, and go group and group them back again, and we should have, yep, we've got it all together. Okay, that way it'll engrave this, so black will be engraving and the red will cut, otherwise it'll cut your name out of your lid. Okay, that's it. Save it again and job's done. Okay, see you at the laser cutter.